This is Leslie Pritchard, and the most historic event that occurred during my lifetime to me was the May 11th, 1970 tornado in Lubbock, Texas. It was actually a couple of tornadoes that hit the town that night and caused $200 million of damage. 26 people died, and a 25 square mile area of the town was destroyed, absolutely leveled. I was 11 years old at the time, and at home with my siblings. We were all in the hallway with my mother. My father was a doctor, and he was already at the hospital. The power was off, there were candles, and we got a call from my dad saying we needed to go to the shelter, and the neighbors came and picked us up. When we went outside, the wind was blowing so hard, part of a tree blew off and hit me in the leg, and it was it was very dark. It was nighttime, but it just seemed darker than normal. So we went to the shelter and waited out the storm. The next day, we drove to look at the destruction, and it was like a war zone. And I hope no one ever has to experience that kind of devastation. The neighbor across the street, he was injured. He was a doctor too, and on his way to the hospital, a board smashed through his windshield, and he was injured and recovered. It took months for him to recover. My grandfather, he was had a businessman, and he had a building downtown where he officed, and we went down later because the building was deemed unsafe because it didn't get destroyed, but it got broken or bent. So when you walked into the office, the floors slanted towards the window, towards the windows and the down to the street, and he was on one of the higher floors. And I remember going in, trying to get all his stuff, and not wanting to move farther than the door for fear I'd fall out the window. Um, it left quite an impact on me and my friends, and every year, of course, on the anniversary, which is coming up, we all get together and share our memories of that night, and none of them were good.